Okay guys, so today we are looking at beginning our new unit on measurement. So in this unit we're going to look at all kinds of real world examples of ways and times that we have to measure. So we'll look at some geometry, we'll look at time, we'll look at temperatures, and in the end we'll culminate with a really interesting project involving a lot of geometry and a lot of budgeting. So all of this is very applicable to your lives outside of math class, which is awesome. So goal 1 says I can perform conversions of time measurements. So converting between minutes, hours, seconds, millenniums, milliseconds. This may seem a little bit simplistic, but it's a good way to get started and to get our brains thinking about converting. So I'm going to skip right to the first example here. And it says I can convert 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 18 seconds into just seconds. So I'm finding out how many seconds are in 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 18 seconds. So I'm going to start with the hours. I need to find out how many seconds are in 3 hours. So if I take a look at this, oops, sorry guys, this is my first time using this. So if I take a look at this, I've got 3 hours here. And I need to know how many seconds are in that. So I know that in 3 hours, there are 60 minutes. So if I want to start by finding the number of seconds in, or minutes in an hour, I could multiply 3 hours by 60 minutes for each hour. I could also just then multiply by 60 again, because there are 60 seconds in each of those minutes. So when I do that, 3 times 60 times 60, I end up with 10,800 seconds. So there are 10,800 seconds in 3 hours. I can now take a look at 26 minutes and find out how many seconds are in 26 minutes. So if I take that 26, I know there are 60 seconds in each minute, so I can take that 26 and multiply by 60. That's going to give me 1,560 seconds in 26 minutes. Obviously, there are 18 seconds in 18 seconds here. So I've broken this up. I found out that in 3 hours, there are 10,800 seconds. In 26 minutes, there are 1,560 seconds, and obviously in 18 seconds there are 18 seconds. So adding all of those together should give me the total amount of seconds in 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 18 seconds. So I have, 10,800 seconds in 3 hours, plus 1,560 seconds in 26 minutes, plus 18 seconds there, and that gives me a total of 12,378 seconds in 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 18 seconds. So there is my total. Pretty straightforward there, nothing too crazy. Looking at this one, it says, what is the time difference between 11:43 a.m. and 3:18 p.m.? So let's tackle that. If I think about 11:43 a.m., I need 17 minutes to get to noon. And noon is a really good benchmark here. So I need 17 minutes to get to noon. And then I know if I'm going from noon to 3:18 p.m., then I've gone another 3 hours and 18 minutes past noon. So if I take those 17 minutes that it took me to get to noon and add those to the 3 hours and 18 minutes that it took to get from noon to 3:18, that's going to give me 3 hours and 35 minutes of time. That's our final answer there. It's going to take 3 hours and 35 minutes to get from 11:43 a.m. to 3:18 p.m. Just to practice those skills a little bit and to get your brains warmed up for the new unit, I'd like you to try these questions on pages 39 to 40. Oops.